That's why she used to have ticks in her head. What's up, J Gang? Welcome back to my channel for another video. Damn, it's been like a long time. But anyway, this video is a story time. I don't know what story time I said I was gonna do. Oh, this story time is gonna be about the time that I had a teacher that was like trying to bully me, but you know, I'm never gonna let nobody bully me, so yeah. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so this was when I was like in the 8th grade. So there was this teacher I had, we're gonna call her Caroline, because she had like, y'all remember the movie Caroline? Like my teacher like looked just like Caroline. Like she was like pale, long black hair. She had ticks though, but long black hair. She just looked dead in the face. Like she was just like a creature. Alright, so like in 6th and 7th grade, you know, I'm not gonna say that I was disrespectful, because like I never really been disrespectful, but like I had like teachers in the 6th and 7th grade that, you know, they felt like they could try people, and I was not the one to be tried. So you know, they used to always, whenever you like, what am I trying to say here? Like I wasn't disrespectful, but like I was the type of child, like if you said something to me, like if you tried to talk to me in kind of way, that wasn't happening. Like I have respect for adults and authority, but I just, you gotta give respect to earn respect, and y'all know what I'm trying to say. But at the same time, I wasn't the best student like necessarily either. Like I didn't perform well in the classroom. Like I was just, fuck it. I was disrespectful. I was bad as fuck. I just didn't give a fuck. I'm just gonna say that. I didn't give a fuck. I really didn't give a fuck. So by the time I got to 8th grade, you know, it was time, like I was about to go to high school. So, you know, I was like, you know, it's time to clean up my act, you know? So I was trying to work on that. So like over the summer, my middle school, what they would do is they would always like, they didn't send our schedules. They would like, they would send it too, but we would, we had this thing, like, I don't know if other schools do, but I know like in like Broward County, like when I was in public school, like we got to see our schedules on this thing called Virtual Counselor. So everybody was like posting like this was back when Facebook was like really popping. So everybody was posting their schedules on Facebook, like trying to see who was in their classes. So when I posted my schedule, all the kids that I knew that were older than me, like that were, all the kids that were older than me that I knew that went to my school, that were in high school already, but they was like saying, like the teacher that I had, they was like, they just kept pointing out that Miss Caroline, they was like, you're not gonna like this specific teacher, like you and her are gonna go head to head, because they was like, she's mean and you're just disrespectful. Just, they was like, it's just y'all are not gonna mix. But as I said, I was working on, you know, cleaning my little act up, my little bad boy act, I guess, or my don't give a fuck act. I was like trying to like, you know, get that up. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. They just exaggerate and they don't know what they talking about. But it was like, no, I'm telling you, you might want to switch out of her class while you can, because you're gonna end up switching out of her class. I was like, no, it won't be that bad. So boom, fast forward to a few months later to like August when we start school. It's like the first few weeks, it was okay. Like you could tell she was like, you could tell she was mean, but like it wasn't like, I mean, like we was just starting school, so it wasn't really nothing that, you know, really like that popped it off yet. But as the semester like started going and going and going, and everybody started getting comfortable, it's like she used to start fucking with people, and it's just like I was like the main person that she used to fuck with. Like I remember one time, and mind you, when she did all this stuff, like when she was fucking with me, I didn't say nothing at first, but I could recall like one particular time, she like, I don't even know why, but she like ripped all the papers out of my notebook and like threw it on my desk and then told me to clean it up. She used to just like start like try to like pick little arguments just to kick me out of class. Like she used to just do like a whole bunch of like unnecessary shit. Like she used to just really be fucking with me, and I'm like, what is this lady's problem? So mind you, like I said, I never said anything. I used to tell my mom, I used to tell my dad, I used to tell everybody, even the administrators. I used to be like, y'all, this lady is fucking with me. I'm trying not to, you know, give y'all like, cause not like give them what they're looking for, but it's just like, you know, they expected me to say something like, I know they was expecting me to be disrespectful back towards her, like, or something, but like I never did. So like the whole time, like I'm complaining to them, they're thinking, oh, it's just you, because back then you used to do this and that and say this and that to your teacher, da 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 da. And whole time, even then, it wasn't me, it was them. I be trying to tell people, but nobody don't be wanting to listen to me till I get out of character. So like a few weeks later, this is when I like just completely had it with her. So there was like, at my school, there was like a lot of kids, not like a lot, but it was like 3 people with the same name as me. Not like the same last name, but the same first name. But their last name started with a P. So it used to always be like a bunch of mix-ups with our lunch numbers, our student numbers. They used to always like somehow like mix our numbers up. Like I don't know how they was getting confused, because my name started like, my last name is Parker, so it's P-A. Their names were like Pierre and like some other P name. So I don't even know how they was mixing it up, but whatever. So one of those Joshuas, one of the 2, ended up getting like a referral or something, and they had to go to we used to call it study hall, but it's really internal suspension. So they had like got it mixed up, and when they put it like actually in the computer, like for him to be like, because it was a list that got sent to teachers telling them like which kids are supposed to be in study hall or IS. So when they put it in the system, I don't know how, but somebody put my name instead of his name that was actually on the referral. So one day I was sitting in class and one of my teachers was like, oh, your name's on the list, so you gotta go. So when I went, I'm like, well, why am I in here? Because I didn't, my 8th grade, until I really got into it with my teacher, which I'm gonna get into, I didn't get in trouble. Like I really never got in trouble. So it was like, what am I in here for? Like, what did I do? So the guy who was over IS told me to come back tomorrow, like come back the next day, because it might be a mix-up. So I did that. So first thing in the morning, when the bell rang, I went to the place or whatever, and it actually was a mix-up, and he called one of the administrators, and they fixed it, whatever, and they gave me a pass to go back to class. Well, to go to class. So I knock on the door, and my teacher opens the door, and she was like, why are you late? And I'm like, I got the pass in my hand, so I'm trying to give her the pass. Well, actually, she took the pass already from me when she opened it, I gave her the pass, but she still was asking me, why are you late? I said, it says it right there. She said, why are you late? I said, can you read? It's on the pass. She was like, I see, but why are you late? I said, did you actually read it? Like, she was like, I'm not reading this. Why are you late? I said, because I needed to go handle something. That's why I'm like, where did you need to go handle? I said, there was a mix-up with study hall, and my name was accidentally on the list, so they gave me a pass to come back to class. She was like, why were you in IS? I said, didn't I just tell you it was a mix-up and they accidentally put my name down, so they gave me a pass at the class? She was like, well, how did they mix up your name? I said, girl, I don't know, why don't you ask them? So then she was like, ugh. And then she like opened the door for me to walk in, and then she was like, you don't know why you had IS or not? That's so irresponsible. Y'all, it's just like that little thing just sent me off. Oh my God, I just was, when she said that, as soon as the last word rolled off her tongue, I was like, girl, shut the fuck up. You always run your mouth and you don't even know what you be talking about. And I just kept walking. And she was like, excuse me? What did you just say to me? And I was like, you heard me, Hawaiian motherfucking stutter. And I sat down in my seat. And she was like, get out of my classroom. And she was like, I'm calling security. I said, girl, I don't give a fuck who you call. I don't even want to be in here anyway. So then I walked outside. And then it was this boy in my class. And he was like, dang, Josh, why did you say that to her? And then she was like, you get out too. And she just was running her little mouth, and I was just sitting there waiting for security, and we was just outside keying because we was just not taking her seriously. Then she told the security guard, I told her to shut up and to take me to the administrator. But we had AP, we didn't actually go to the principal. We had APs for each grade, and my AP was black. So when I went to AP, he was like, oh, don't worry about it, just take them to IS. Y'all, that was so embarrassing though when I had to go to back to IES, because it's like, damn, I just left here for a mix-up, and now, like, now I really gotta be in here. Like, wow. Wow, perfect. And everybody was just laughing at me. That was so embarrassing. So when I got home, I told my mom, I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, before they try to tell you what happened and try to make it seem like it's something that it's not. I definitely told this lady to shut the F up. I really did. I'm telling you now. I'm just letting you know in advance. I'm letting you know why I told her to shut the fuck up. Because she keep trying me. I've been trying to tell y'all over and over and over again. And y'all don't want to listen. Y'all just swear to God up and down, it's me. Whole time it's her. But my mom wasn't really like that mad. She was like, you shouldn't have told her to shut the fuck up. But it was just like, I was complaining to them for months. And my mom even, like especially when she ripped the papers out of my notebook, my mom had emailed her. She never responded to my mom's email. My mom used to try to call her. She used to never answer my mom's calls or call back. So it's just like, you know, she had to take my word for it. So then what ended up happening was we were supposed to have like a meeting. It was supposed to be my mom, me, my AP, and Miss Caroline. Mind y'all, like when we were sitting like waiting for the meeting to happen, we was waiting for them to come. And one of my old teachers from when I was in 7th grade had walked by and was like, oh, why are y'all in the office? And then my mom was like, oh, for Miss Caroline. And he was like, understandable. So even the teachers knew shit like how she went. Like she was just a little bitch. Like, But she ended up not showing up to the meeting. So then I just ended up going to class. So after that, we ended up leaving for like Christmas break. So when we came back like after Christmas break, my guidance counselor had changed my class or whatever. And even when she changed my class, this lady was still harassing me. So we used to have to take the FCAT. Now the kids in Florida take like the FSA or some shit, but we used to take the FCAT. So when in my middle school, the way we used to take the FCAT, you took it with your homeroom teacher, whoever was your first period was your homeroom. So even though they had changed my schedule, she was my original homeroom teacher. So this is funny. So I had to go to her. So when I was walking into her classroom, she was like, Mr. Parker, you're not taking your FCAT in here. I said, girl, I don't want to take my FCAT in here. And she was like, you're taking it with Miss Hoffman in the science building. I said, anywhere far away from you is perfect with me. And we was just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until my teacher that was next door to her, like, just told us to stop it. But, like, she really used to, like, I don't know what I did. I really don't know what I did to this lady. Like, we were really going back and forth. Like, I don't even know what about. I really don't. But, y'all, I kid y'all not. When I had to go to the science building to take my test, when I was taking it, every time, and we had to take more than one subject. Like, it was, like, math, reading, and I think we had to take science that year. Literally, and writing, I think. Literally. Every time we had to take another subject. Because she had my booklet and my answer sheet, we couldn't even start the test in that classroom that she told me to go to. We couldn't even start on time in there because every time we switched a subject, we had to wait for my booklet. And it's like she used to take forever to bring somebody to bring my booklet. That's just so evil. Like, girl, what did you do? Like, I don't even know how she got away with that now that I think about that, but whatever. So then another time I got into it with her. Another case of her trying to bully me. Because I was really being bullied. So they had switched because she taught English. So they switched my English teacher. So when they switched my schedule around, I had English for last period instead of first period. So I had this one teacher named Miss Rosario. I love her. I don't know if she still works at Forest Glen, but if she does, Miss Rosario, shouts to you. I love you. But yeah, so it was the end of the year, and it's like every time I got into it with her, it was like something major happening. So we had like an end of the year field trip. They used to take all the 8th graders to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure in Orlando. So literally the day before the field trip, no, not even the day, the week before the field trip, we had to turn in. We used to get textbooks, but we used to have to return the textbook, or we get like a obligation fee, and it could stop us from graduating when we get to high school. So when they told me to bring the book back, they told me I had to give it to Miss Caroline or whatever. So I brought the book back. I brought it to her classroom, gave it to her. It was no problem. She just was like, okay, you know. This was the first time we had been civil in a long time since she had been bullying me. So, like, the next day, she brought the book back. And she was like, oh, Mr. Parker, this isn't your book. This is probably your brother's book. Because she knew I had a twin. So she was like, this is probably your brother's book. So I said, okay. But mind y'all, I'm like, ain't really no way that could be my brother's book. Because the thing is, we never really got homework when I had her. Or even in my other English class. Like, with my other English teacher. Like, we never had homework. So it's like, the book stayed under my bed. So it's like, how could that not be the book that you gave me? So I said, okay. I asked my brother, before you turn in your book, let me try to turn in your book and see what she says. So I tried to turn in his book. She said, okay, that's still not the one. So I said, okay, I'm going to give her this book back. Because, bitch, now you're playing. You're really playing. You're not about to put no obligation fee for me. And then when I get to high school, I can't graduate. So I got the book that I originally had. And then I gave that back to her. So then when I gave it back to her, she came and followed me to my new English class. And she was like, oh, Miss Rosario, this is not the book that I had assigned to him and da-da-da-da. I said, Miss Rosario, yes, this is the book that she had assigned to me. And she was like, this is not the book I gave you, da-da-da. I said, this is the book that she gave me. And she was like, watch it with the she. I said, bitch, you gave it to me. And then my teacher pushed me in the classroom and she was like, Josh, what are you doing? The end of the year is tomorrow. You cannot call her a bitch. I said, she is a bitch. And let me tell y'all why I called her a bitch that time. She literally tried to like we had to when we had to sign out the book, she literally tried to change one of the numbers that I had wrote on the card to make it seem like I wrote a different number. Girl, that's where you fucked up, because my handwriting is not the most perfect. I really write like I'm in kindergarten. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, like, no cap. I have the worst handwriting of all mankind. Kindergartners actually write better than me. Probably Head Start too. But girl, who you thought you was pulling one over? Bought this ugly ass textbook that I never even fucking opened. She was just such a bitch, y'all, and she was such a bully. Like, I really to this day, if I see her, I'll probably, I don't even hit females and I don't condone that, but I'll probably mush that hole in her head. Like, bitch, don't fucking play with me. She was such a fucking bully. Like, I knew people say she was mean, but like, no, she really tried to bully me. Like, she always, and at first, the reason why I feel like she tried to bully me is because at first I really didn't say nothing to her. Like, I used to just let her do what she do. I used to just let her look stupid on her own, because usually the old Joshua Parker from 6th and 7th grade, I would have went back and forth, okay? I would have went tit for tat, but I really tried not to do that with her, but she really, she just brought this negative aura. Like, she was just so dark. Like, she was like a little cloud. Like, she just was so negative, and it's just like, I really don't understand. Girl, what did I do to you? I ain't nothing but 13 years old at this point. Like, I never had an encounter with her. What is your problem with me? I still want to know to this day. What was the problem? Like, really, what was the problem? It was like the weirdest thing. Like, I'm like, do I remind her of somebody? Did she did a black man, a black light-skinned man in the past that looked like me? What, did she talk to my father or something? Like, what happened? And see, teachers like her are the reason why I don't I don't give a fuck about all that respect your other shit. I don't be giving a fuck about none of that, bitch. Because if you're gonna act like you're my age, I'm gonna treat you like you're my age. Because I wasn't even, girl, you really just wanted to have an argument. Like, you wanted to start with me. Like, that's why that's really the reason why I don't believe in all that respecting elders, bitch. No. You give respect to our respect. I don't give a fuck how old you is or how young you is, bitch. You're not gonna disrespect me. It's not happening. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about what kind of authority you got. You can try to sling your little weight around and your authority around all you want to, but I am not the motherfucking 1, or the 2, or the 3, or the 4. Not even the 5. Don't fucking play with me. That's how she used to have ticks in her head. But maybe she was just going through something that year. I know she used to talk about her little personal life, about how her father used to beat her sister, if they got below a B on the report card. So maybe, she's just, I don't know, maybe she just was really going through a dark time. Maybe that's why she was so mean to me. I don't know, maybe that's why she bullied me. Because, bullies, they usually go through things at home. And she didn't have a man or kids, and she was pushing 40. So maybe her eggs were scrambled. I don't know. But I don't know why she thought to try me out of all people. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you have not subscribed, make sure that you do that so you can become a part of the J Gang and be notified every time I post a future video, especially story times. Alright, y'all, I'm out this bit.